What up, guys, and welcome to my draft analysis of the Soldo Association Latios Beta Division. Um, I'm Ian, coach of the Pollen Hurricanes, and this is gonna be my uh, second Wi-Fi league ever. So yeah, I won my first ever one, so this is getting interesting. Um, I'm getting back into YouTube, so um, yeah, to start it off is we got 115 point total for 10 to 11 months for uh, our teams, and I was 7th pick overall of the all of 14 people that were in my division. And for 7th place, I got a pretty okay team. I'm happy with it, even though I got way too much snipes when I was drafting. So we had a grace period after the draft, and I fixed my whole team in the grace period. But let's start off with our first Pokemon, and our first Pokemon, our round one pick is Quaquaval. It's Terra Quaquaval, uh, with the nickname Stars. My girlfriend chose it. My girlfriend wanted a space team, so I said, you know what? You give me the nicknames in a space team. So she gave Quaquaval the name Stars. Uh, why did I draft Quaquaval turn 1 with Terra? Well, I was 7th pick overall, so all the good mons were, yeah, gone really fast, since why shouldn't they be gone really fast when you have the chance to pick them up? So I picked up Quaquaval. Quaquaval has done so much work for me in the past, in showdown leagues, and go on. So yeah, it's a water type, a water fighting type. It's a really good typing. Uh, 120 base attack with 85 speed. It really helps. His attacks that really helps with his ability Moxie, and his speed here is not really that good. He gets rapid spin and aqua step, his signature move. So if I hit it, I always boost my speed. So at the end of the day, it can be a really uh, good breaker slash endgame sweeper when I need it to. And he also has really decent defenses, what I have seen when I used it before. He can take some good hits. Also, he has a really good diversity in items like heavy duty boots, assault vest. It's a setup sweeper with sword stance, even though you don't even need a sword stance to get a sweep going if you get kills. So yeah, Quaquaval is here to just break the game and do what it needs to do. So our second round pick is, for my opinion, a really good second round pick. Since I was in the middle of the whole draft, I got Galarian Slowking. Um, yeah, Galarian Slowking is really interesting at 7th pick in with 14 people. Since why did this come back to me? I mean, not always people don't always like it for what it does, because it's a really slow Pokemon. Uh, it's a really momentum Pokemon, and his the playstyle that you have with Slowking is also really slow. Uh, but it fits in really well with my team and with my playstyle, since uh, I like to take things slow when I play. Uh, Plus, it gives me a good specially defensive Pokemon, since my round one was a really offensive one. Um, Slowking as a poison and psychic type. Poison types are always so good in draft league, since toxic spikes and toxic can be really annoying against uh, teams that don't have a poison type or a steel type, because the poison keeps racking and you get stalled out and you lose. So I picked up Cloaking. It's a really strong mon. It has some good HP, 110 base, special attack and special defense, and 30 speed. The 30 speed doesn't matter because it's a slow king. And I can set up a trick room. I can use some slow pivoting and chilly reception, uh, some status in Thunderwave, Toxic Spikes or Toxic. And its coverage is overall really good. My girlfriend named Slowking named Galaxy, uh, since the colors really look like Galaxy. So this was my second round pick. I'm really glad that I got this one since it has a regenerator. So even though it's really bulky, when I switch out, when I pivot, I always get my HP back. So next up is Ogrepon Heartflame. Don't ask me why. I got this in round 3. It's a 14 points, so it isn't actually that good, and it's Terra banned. So yeah, a lot of people don't like it, and I normally hate to use Pokemon that are item locked in a mask or some of signature items. But in this case, I had Kokov already, and I thought, you know what, I need speed as well, because I have a Slowking and a Kokava that both don't have above 100 speed. Who solves that problem? It's the Ogrepon. All the Ogrepons have 110 base speed. It gives me a fire type, it gives me a grass type. It's a really strong offensive mon. It can do sweeps, it can be really annoying with whatever I want to do. And it puts a lot of pressure in prep for my opponent, but also in battle for my opponent, since it's such a big problem when you're fighting it. Because once a sword stands off, it has mold breaker, so even your fire immunities with flash fire while big body don't like to take a fire type move, since mold breaker just breaks their ability and just smacks them with with the fire ivy cudgel. Yeah, as you can see, his name is Sun. Yeah, can you guess why it's named Sun? It's a fire type. It has a really cool mask that looks like a flame. So yeah, my girlfriend thought that was really fitting. My fourth round pick, I picked up Mamoswine. Uh, Mamoswine the Meteor. I don't know why she called it Meteor. Maybe because it's round and brown. I don't know. But Mamoswine, again, it's a physical attacker. I have a lot of physical attackers right now. 3 physical attackers that put a lot of pressure on, and a Slowking that is really slow and is mainly used for pivoting, but it can also do some fun stuff. So Mamoswine is here. I need a ground type, because ground is one of the best offensive typings that you can have in draft. And it is also an ice typing. I normally don't like the ice typing, but since I have Slowking and it gets chilly reception, sets up the snow, and in the snow, ice types get the defense boost. So why should I not draft a good ice type with an offensive typing that's really offensive, um, when I also can get a +1 in defense with just getting the snow up? So I picked up Mamoswine. I normally don't like playing with Mamoswine, since it's slow. It hits hard, but it's slow, and um, yeah. But I figured some things out with Mamoswine, and I saw choice band sets are really strong with Earthquake, Ice Cold Crash, Stone Edge. Um, choice scarf sets are also really good. Even heavy duty boots with Trailblaze and that's stuff. And even loaded dice with Rock Blast, Icicle Spear, and just EQ. This thing has no switching for its coverage that it has. So it really fits into my team, into my offensive core already. So yeah. Um, but next up, we have Hydreigon. Hydreigon the Eclipse. This is my Dragon and Dark type. I needed a Dragon type, of course, but also a Dark type, because otherwise I just straight up lose to story power sweepers, and ghost types if I don't have my resist on or a normal type. Hydreigon here is gonna be really strong. It has the ability levitate, so I also get a ground immunity for my ground weak Slowking. And my uh, Ogerpon that also don't like to take ground moves at all. So Hydreigon here has 97 base speed, and it's under the 100, but I calced it out, and Hydreigon with a speed boosting nature overlaps Ogerpon's speed with an attack boosting nature. So that's good enough for me. So it keeps overlapping each other. Hydreigon is really good into with Specs or Choice Scarf, or even a bulky set with Stealth Rocks, Dragon Tail, or even a Dragon Dance set with Skill Shield and all those moves. Cause why not? Um, I also really like Hydreigon here. It's my second special attacker, and it's also a really good special attacker. It puts a lot of pressure on, just like the rest of my team. So this is Eclipse Hydreigon, and yeah, he is probably gonna cook some stuff for me. Uh, with some certain sets with Scarf or Specs. Um, Although next up we have Ribombee. I needed a fairy type, I need a bug type, and I really wanted sticky webs. Well, we have Ribombee here. Ribombee has all those three rules. It is a fairy type, it's a bug type, it resists ground, and it gets sticky webs. Uh, it even can do Craver Dance, Moonblast, Bug Buzz, Psychic Noise to counter off healing, to just kind of break slash sweep in the end game or mid game. But it's mainly here for the sticky webs, for the typing, just to be annoying for my opponent to bring a hazard remover, since otherwise they can lose against my team because they don't have speed control with rapid spin or stuff or heavy duty boots if they don't have anything for hazards and especially sticky webs. But Planet, our Ribombee, uh, will have some really good roles for my upcoming games. I will be playing tomorrow. I will play my game tomorrow, and I will upload every Thursday for this league, since our what's it called? Uh, we need to upload before Friday. So I thought, you know what, I do Thursday. It gives me some time to get everything settled, but it also gives me time to edit and uh, get my flow back into the YouTube. So we have also Ribombee as our highest speed here with 124 base speed. Uh, the rest of his stats are really mediocre, but that doesn't matter when I have the speed and sticky webs and disruption with stun spore and all that stuff. So I'm pretty happy that I got Ribombee for 10 points. It was really okay. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't also overpriced. So I thought, you know what? If nobody picks it up, I will. But next, after Ribombee, we have Tornadus Incarnate. As you can see, I had a, a ground immunity already with Levitate Hydreigon, a ground resist with Ribombee, but I didn't have a ground, another ground immunity or resistance. My grass type is also fire, so it's neutral. So I thought, you know, I want a flying type, and uh, I didn't have a lot of points left, and I wanted certain ones on the team. So I thought, you know what, give me Tornadus Incarnate. It has 111 speed, so it isn't a slow Pokemon. It has Prankster, so I can do Prankster Tailwind, Prankster Nasty Plot, Substitute sets, or I can even use Bulk Up, Acrobatics, Citrus Berry, Agility, Weakness, Pulsing. Go on, go on, go on. This is just a really how can I say this? It's a really um, versatile mon. All my Pokemons that I have are really versatile in what they can do. But also he has the ability Defiant. So if my opponent has Intimidators, I just run Defiant um, with the Agility set, Citrus Berry, Acrobatics, and I just will go through their team with just my Tornadus. Um, yeah, its name is Milky Way. Don't ask me why. My girlfriend named all these Pokemon, so here we are. Um, but I'm happy that I got Tornadus for my flying type, but also for the versatility that I have with this mon and in my whole team. So if we go to the next Pokemon, it's Bellibolt, Terra Bellibolt to be exactly. It's named Asteroid because yeah, it looks like an asteroid. Um, Bellibolt is electric typing. Uh, I really needed it, or I didn't need it, but I really like to have it. Because Bellibolt as a Terra captain is also just really strong. It was only 6 points, so why shouldn't I pick it up? You know. And I really love Bellibolt. Bellibolt has done so much stuff for me in one league only, and it just didn't die in any game. And if it died, it did a lot of stuff that my opponent wasn't ready for. So I picked up Bellibolt again. Bellibolt is here with Terra. It's also a really good defensive option. It gives me, together with Slowking, it gives me some good defensive core and good defensive core. Since Bellibolt, he doesn't. It doesn't look like that he has pretty good defensive stats, but over 100 HP and around the 80-90 defensive stats make a lot of difference when you look at some cogs and what it takes from certain months. So yeah, I'm really happy to get Bellibolt on the team, and yeah, I hope he does some work for me again, same as Quaquav and all the others that I used before. But let's see, we are at our third last one, and that's gonna be Mimikyu, Cosmos and Mimikyu. I needed a ghost type. I already had a fairy type, but I can't have enough fairy types. I mean, and it's a more offensive one. But with that said, it's a ghost type. It won't die to in one hit, or my opponent needs to have Mold Break or any of that kind of ability, like Excadrill. But for some reason, nobody drafted Excadrill nor Tyranitar, so there's still a Centaur open when people want to do trades. But this works really well for me since Disguise keeps up when I get hit uh, without a Mold Breaker Pokemon. So I can always take one hit, and that's what I need for this one, since it has a really wide move pool in Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp, Destiny Bond, Copycat, but even Swords Dance, Substitute, Player Rough, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, Drain Punch. It has a really versatile uh, move pool into defensive, but also really offensive sets. So yeah, that's what I really wanted, and it's a ghost type, so I got some hazards with Stealth Rocks on Mamoswine, Stealth Rocks on Hydreigon, Sticky Webs on my Rebombi, Spikes on my Ogerpon, and Toxic Spikes on my Gloking. So a spin blocker is not that bad, and even if my opponent brings a D4, if I bring Tornadoes with Defiant, they won't appreciate it. So I really tried to counter my hazard play with this. Um, I'm not always running hazards because I don't always want hazards to be on my team, but people are prepping for it. So outside of sticky webs, of course, because that's really good uh, for my speeders. Because my Ribombi is the fastest on my team, and then after Ribombi, it's a 115 base speed, but that one comes later. But that's Mimikyu's role. It's a ghost type, it's a fairy type, its ability is amazing, and I can do some fun stuff with Mimikyu. So, second to last, we have Earthworm. At this point, I needed a steel type, but I didn't have much points left. It was a 6 pointer, so it was really cheap um, for a good steel type because its defense is 145. and it completes my defensive core with especially defensive cloaking. Uh, Bellybolt can go either way, and Earthworm with the really good defense. Also, the steel typing is really important since is one of the best defensive typings together with water. Um, but this also gives me a really good hazard option. It has stealth rocks, it has spikes, it has uh, even an iron defense body press set really works for it. It just comes together well, and it also has the ability Earth Eater. So it, even though he's weak to ground, he eats the earth, so he gets his HP back when it's hit by a ground move. So that also really helps with my ground weaker months with Bellybot if I don't Terra instead of when I Terra Kokova and not Bellybot, or Gloaking is on the field and I need something to cover, or Ogerpon doesn't like to take a ground type move, and then Earthworm can come in together with a Tornado, High Dragon, or all those mons. It really works well together. This one is called Falling Star. It's probably because of the colors, and it's a worm. It's really long, so she called it Falling Star. Um, but I'm really curious what Earthworm is gonna do for my team here, since it's not a really good steel type. It's a really defensive steel type, and I'm really using a fairly offensive team with some defensive options. So I'm really curious what my team is gonna do together with Earthworm and in a wall. But last but not least, we have Persian on the team. It's a Terra Persian. I had 6 points left over. Yeah, I had 6 points left. No, I had 4 points left. Terra points left over. Um, but I had 2 points in total left over for one less Pokemon. And yeah, I needed him a normal type because otherwise I just straight up lose to ghost types when Hydreigon is gone. So I picked up Persian. Persian is the one Pokemon that with the 115 speed. It's called Moon. Um, but it's a normal type, and even though Persian isn't really good of a Pokemon, with Terra, it's normally it's 2 points, but even with Terra, it's 2 points. So why shouldn't I not give him the Terra on it when it's just free? But Persian has a really good speed tier. It has Fake Out support. It has some really annoying um, attack lowering moves, status. Even Fake Out, Less Retort, Terra normal sets are just really nice to see that sometimes they can work out. So I picked up Persian last uh, for my normal typing and a good speeder overall as for my last Pokemon. And I'm really curious what Persian is going to do for my team. But that was my team in a whole. But now we are coming to the overall speeders. As you can see, I marked them with a round circle. My highest speed is 124. Persian is coming next with 115 speed, and Tornadoes with 111 speed, Ogerpon with 110 speed, Hydreigon with 98 speed, I set 97 but it's 98, Mimikyu with 96, Quaquaval with 85, Mamoswine with 80, Earthworm with 65, Bellybolt with 45, and Slowking with 30. As you can see, I have some really high speeders, and then from the 80 I immediately dropped to 56, 65 I mean. But this also gives me the chance to not lose to Trick Room because I can counter my Trick Room with Slowking, uh, with Trick Room on itself, or just a really offensive set in Trick Room. Ballyball, it can take some good hits, and it's also really a slow Pokemon, so it can be really annoying to deal with. That's it, but it gives me some good options, and even Iron Ball, Mimikyu has its speed, has Trick Room, has some annoying sets, so I just don't auto lose to Trick Room. Uh, we got PR grades, and the owner Adam said that a lot of the teams just auto lose to Trick Room because their speeders are just that high and have no slow speed tiers. So maybe I will run Trick Room in a week if I need to. So yeah, but overall my speed tiers are pretty good, even though there's a big gap between 115 and 124. Sticky Web solved that problem. And also I have some good speed boosting moves in like Tailwind or Agility on Tornadus, Trailblaze, on Ogre Pawn, a Choice Scarf on High Dragon, Mimicry with a Priority, Quaquaval with Aqua Step or Rapid Spin, Mamoswine also with Trailblaze, so I can get my speed up when I want to. So yeah, it really helps here. Um, and I picked up in the beginning a lot of physical attackers, but I traded that with uh, well, my later picks that became pretty strong special attackers. Um, so yeah, a quick recap of my team. Yeah, well, as you can see, I'm Yincha, I the coach of the Palamp of Hurricanes, um, and I'm really happy with the team that I got. Uh, I got a Water Fire Grass core, got a Dragon Fairy Steel core. My speeders are pretty good, even though there's one big gap with the highest speed and then uh, the one after, but therefore I have sticky webs. I have pretty good defensive, but also a really strong offensive core that it's difficult to break, but also difficult to stop for just clicking moves on anything that I have for my opponent, since a lot of my Pokemon get so much coverage that cover for every weakness that one Pokemon has. So yeah, as you guys can see, looks like a wonderful team, and I'm really happy that I have this team, even though I got sniped so damn much in the World Draft. Um, but I'm happy now that I have this team. I'm really speaking about it. Um, and Terra Quaquaval, Terra Bellyball, and Terra Persian. I hope that they will do some stuff because they at least look really strong on paper with the Terra on them. So I'm really curious what my team can do and how I can play with it. But you guys will see that tomorrow when I play my game against our week 1 opponent in Twisted Games. I hope to see you guys uh, next week for our week 1 game. And yeah, that's me, Ian, Pollen Puff Ian, the coach of the Pollen Puff Hurricanes, and I hope to see you guys next week. Peace out.